Hi friends, if you've been curious about where the Utah housing statistics has been in the last month or so, and also where it's going in the upcoming months, and also for the entire 2022, this video might be for you. And before we get there, I'm going to share you the most important news right now in the housing market that might affect where this housing market will be going. That is actually the increase by 18% the loan limits that are backed by FHA and Freddie Mac are kind of like called enterprise loans. And these are basically conventional loans. And you want to know that the from 548 limit, it almost went up by 100,000 to 647. What does it mean to the housing market in 2022? We'll discover and look back to it at the end of the video. And with that in mind, let's dive a little bit more in depth into Utah housing statistics. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Anya Bartholomew, your Utah local real estate agent. If you're looking to buy, sell, or relocate in Utah, my information is below. Contact me, text me, call me, whatever it takes, contact me, get in touch. Obviously, we all understand the increase of those loans by 18%. It directly correlates with the average price increase that actually went up quite significantly for practically every state in the United States. And what's important to understand is that all 50 states in our country, housing appreciation went up. And the 5 states leading this appreciation is actually Idaho, Utah, Arizona, Montana, and Florida. Yeah, that's right, 5 of those states. And to be honest, we should be calling it not the appreciating state, the leading appreciating state, but the states with the biggest housing crisis. And I think that will be so much more accurate, because if a house appreciation 30% plus does not affect the cost of living, what does? So in the following segment, we're going to look at the overall Utah state housing indicators, so it can give you an idea of what specifically is happening overall in the Utah states. We'll look at the new listings, we'll look at the pending and the closed sales. So let's start by reviewing average sales price in the state of Utah. In 2019, it was $390, and a year later, October, $498. It's $108,000 more, a big price to pay for waiting. And 2021, $585,450, another $90,000 more a year later. That's a huge price appreciation, don't you think? And then new listings in 2019, 5759, 2020, 5596, and 4901, the lowest of 3 years, minus 12% compared to the previous year. And closed sales in 2019, 4856, 2020, 59, almost 6,000, and 2021, 4,500. That's a very, very big significant change, minus 23% increase relative to the previous year. Pending sales. These are sales of homes that the offer was accepted, but the ownership has not been transferred. 2019, 4,400, 2020, 5,500, and 2021, 3,900, minus 14%, almost 15% decrease. And now that we have a little bit of a better sense for the new listings and solds in the month of October, now we can look at the days on the market and inventory. What's happening with the inventory of October 2021 versus 2020 and 2019. Let's look at the inventory of homes for sale, 12,000 in 2019, 5,900 in 2020, and only 5,396 in 2021, minus almost 10% decrease relative to 2020, and quite a big decrease from 2019. Month supply of inventory 2.7 in 2019 and 1.2 both 2020 and 2021. Days on the market 45 in 2019 and 23 in 2021. What a difference. And now it's time we'll look more in depth into 3 leading counties in the state of Utah, which is Salt Lake City County, Utah County, and St. George, so we can see for ourselves how each of those counties may be different or similar to the overall Utah housing trends. So now let's start with Salt Lake County market. Well, important is you see new listings in August 1867, and then October down to 1,500.
That's a big difference. Now closed sales 1,500 in October, 14 in September, and 1,467 in October, a little seasonal decrease. Then average price 554, 562, and then finally 552 again. So we're dancing around 550 for Salt Lake County in terms of the average price. Now what's important to understand is, like, we can also see that the days on the market are 15 in August, 19 in September, and 19 in October. That's very, very tight. A little bit of improvement, but still not enough to move closer to a balanced market. And finally, look at those inventories numbers, starting at 0.6 in January and finally moving to closer to 1, but still dropping to 0.9. And now let's take a look and see how it compares to the Utah County statistics to see what follows the trend and what doesn't. Now, new listings 1285, a little bit decrease in September and a little bit further decrease in October. In terms of the closed sales, in August we see 1,088, 978, and 942 in October, and the average price is dancing around 516, 522, 537, very similar to July and June of this year. And what's also important to understand is look at those days on the market. You see that on August, the days in the market was 16, and then later on in September, it improved slightly by 1 day, and then finally in October, it actually improved a little bit further to 20, and still 20 is not that big of a number to really start balancing this market. So the tension between the demand and supply is remaining very, very, very strong. And as usual, I would like to invite you to look at the inventory. Starting in January, we're at 0.6, then May we're 0.9, June 1.1, and then continue 1.1 in August and September. However, October, we're sliding down again. It's a seasonality, and at the same, still very strong. Washington County, St. George, 661, 558, and 509. The new listings are decreasing. Closed sales 415, 440, 377. So they're also decreasing, very, very sadly. So average sales price is dancing around 535, 552, 537. And then you see in July it was 582 and also 554 in June. So, you know, it's going above 550. During the seasonality, it's a little lower, but I'm sure it will remain strong once the market starts having, going up in after February. And we might even see this kind of increase even a little earlier. So now we can also look at the days on the market, 15, 21, 23. So the inventory, so that indicator is improving. And here's a very unique for St. George situation with inventory. From January to August, the inventory did double, right? And then September, it further increased and remained strong. And that's quite a significant difference compared to Salt Lake City and Utah County.
And in conclusion, we've covered the entire Utah State trends as well as the three major counties, Salt Lake City County, Utah County, and St. George. And now let's look back to those 18% increase. So according to the experts, and I actually joined them as well, the 18% could only increase the demand. There will be more buyers who can qualify for, home purchasing, and therefore increasing demand is going to cause the continuation of the home appreciation. And that's my most experts are predicting about 10%, plus or minus, 12 from, ranging from 8 to 12. But however, I do believe strongly that Utah housing market might be going much stronger than that, which is again will be creating more and more housing crisis in the state of Utah. And the last but not least, if you find this information useful or insightful in some way, please click the like button, subscribe, and also post a comment and let me know what else you might be needing for you to be making the most informed decision in your buying, selling, or relocating in Utah State.